adults, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Finally, NXT TakeOver Philadelphia preview. We have 4 big matches. I expect them to add a match. Normally TakeOvers have 5, but hey, we get 4 great matches. I'm fine with that. First match, we have an Extreme Rules match. We have Aleister Black versus Undisputed Era's Adam Cole. Adam Cole, baby! This match I think is going to be just a classic. It could end up being one of the greatest non-title matches in NXT history. How talented both these guys are. Now, we all know there's going to be some shenanigans going on. We all know Fish and O'Reilly more than likely will get involved. It is an Extreme Rules match, no disqualification. So a lot could happen. I think Aleister Black will get the victory. Since he's been known as Aleister Black in NXT, he has not had a singles loss. So he's kind of got his own little streak going. So let's build him up with that. He gets the victory over Adam Cole. He can be there. I don't think he has to win the title, neither does Adam Cole, in order to be on the main roster. You could look at both of these guys as surprise entrants in the Royal Rumble on Sunday. You never know. So next we have the women's title line. We have champion Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler came through the Mae Young Classic, lost in the finals to Kairi Sane. Very talented wrestler, more MMA based. As we all know, she was part of the 4 Horsewomen in UFC with Ronda Rousey, Jasmine Duke, and Marina Shafir. When I did my Mae Young Classic, when I did my women's rankings earlier, you can check that out on Robert Sports Show. I had Ember Moon as number 6, and I had Shayna Baszler as number 19. So obviously 2, in my mind, top 20 females in WWE. I see the fact that in the last 4.5 years, there's only been 6 women's champions in NXT. This title is not passed around like a piece of candy. The shortest women's title run in NXT history has been 192 days by Sasha Banks. Ember Moon will only have it 69 days come Saturday night. So I think it'll be a submission match. Shayna Baszler will, get a lot of submissions. Ember will get out of them, or get to the ropes, and get, different breaks. Shayna's going to look like a badass, but I think in the end, Ember Moon gets the victory and retains the NXT Women's title. Next, we have the NXT Tag Titles on the line. We have champion the Undisputed Era versus Authors of Pain, Akeem and Razor, led by Paul Ellering. 1 year ago at TakeOver San Antonio, we had AOP win the NXT Tag Titles. They held them 200 plus days. They dropped them to Sanity, and now here we are. They get a rematch against the Undisputed Era 1 year later. I don't think AOP needs to win this match. I think they are on a course to get moved up to the main roster. I look at them kind of a SmackDown type team against the Usos. I don't with them. So I think Undisputed Era retains the titles here, and then we'll see AOP on that main roster sooner than later. Back to Ember Moon and Shayna Baszler. I also could see where we see both of those in the 30 women over the top battle royal for the first time ever, Royal Rumble women's match. There's only 18 announced already, so there's going to be a lot of surprises. I'll talk more about that during the Royal Rumble preview. And then the main event, we have the NXT Championship on the line. We have champion Andrade Cien Almas versus Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano. I've said for months now, since TakeOver Chicago, when Ciampa took out Gargano and they both were gone and Ciampa's gone, I had said then that I foreseen a Philadelphia takeover of Gargano in a title match, and then having him win it and then move on to take over New Orleans, which I will be at, and face Ciampa. It's kind of a dream match I want to see. And here we are, NXT Championship on the line in Philadelphia. Champion Andrade Cien Almas versus Johnny Gargano. And I said this for a preview in the review of War Games. This match. So here we are. Johnny Wrestling wins. Johnny Wrestling becomes NXT champion. As soon as the match is over, I see a return of Tommaso Ciampa on the stage, and a stare down. Gargano holding the title. Ciampa, bam! NXT TakeOver New Orleans main event. So if you look back at War Games November TakeOver, I was able to call the card not only in order but all the winners. I am proud of that fact. I'm a wrestling fan, and I guess I think the same along the lines as Triple H. Thank you, Triple H. Appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing, Trip. TakeOver's been awesome. NXT's phenomenal. So that will wrap up the preview. NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show for the preview to the Royal Rumble, and make sure you check out the Road to NXT TakeOver and the Road to the Royal Rumble. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.